Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a daily dash. We got a $12 for 7-mile order, and if there was ever a sign that there was a post tip, it is definitely this one. It is $12 for 7 miles. It goes from this place called Lucky Thai. It's a pretty expensive Thai restaurant in Vegas, and it is delivering to the most rich area in the South Vegas. Like, it's this little neighborhood where it's like a double gated community. I deliver there all the time. It's not too far from my house. It's like pretty close. So if there was ever a sign that there's going to be a nice post tip, I think it's this one, in my opinion. But we will see. We will see. I'm going to use my little post tip genie brain. I don't know. And I wish there was still Para, you know, because then I could just know. I would just know. Rest in peace, Para. Anyways, so today we have had so many people reach out to me and tell me that they were deactivated after I made that deactivation video the other day about how people were getting background checked recently. And I think I got about 5 emails from people saying that they were recently deactivated due to things on their background history. So that's super unfortunate. It's really sad because a lot of people rely on this. One person said that this was their only source of income and that they basically lost their source of income. So guys, this is again, I've told you so many times before, there's a couple, like I think we have like almost 14,000 people that watch the channel now. 14,000 people. Guys, get multiple sources of income. Do not rely on Doordash. I just need to emphasize that if you're watching this video, someone's watching this video and their only source of income is DoorDash, dude, you gotta get off of it. I'm telling you, you have to get off of it. Or you have to get another source, because this is not something to rely on. I feel really bad. I think her name was Jen. I'll have to go back and check. But anyways, I'm gonna go pick up this order, but man, it's very bummer when people tell me that they got deactivated and they only had one source of income. I'm trying to be the Paul Revere and tell you guys, hey, get other sources of income. This is not a good way to make money, especially if it's the only source of income you have. So anyways, all right, pickup time is in 2 minutes. I'll be right back after we pick this up. All right, order was ready as soon as I walked in. So far, pretty damn good order. Okay, so there is some dead miles on this order though. There is about 8 miles of dead miles on this order, so, but it's okay because it's straight up all on the freeway, which, I mean, it doesn't make it okay, but freeway miles are they count as less in my opinion because you're not stopping all the time, and I don't know, it's quicker, you get better gas mileage. They're dead miles because I need to go to the mall and buy a wallet. The other day I lost my wallet. I was really hoping it would get turned in, and I'm pretty sure I lost it at the gym, and unfortunately no one turned it in. So I've been going through this, it's so annoying. I have my debit card in my car just chilling. I don't have any. It's so annoying because I lost my ID, I lost all my debit cards, all that good stuff that was in my wallet, which fortunately wasn't that much stuff. I think there was only $20 in my wallet at the time. I would be really annoyed if I go and find it right after I buy another wallet, but I had to order new IDs, new credit cards, all that good stuff, and it's been such a hassle trying to pay with Apple Pay for everything, because a lot of places don't take Apple Pay. So it's really annoying, and just Venmoing a bunch of people because I don't have my debit card to pay for things. Super annoying. Comment down below, have you guys ever lost your wallet, and where did you lose it? Because this is my first time ever losing my wallet. I don't know if it was stolen, I don't know if it was lost. I just know that I took it to the gym and it was gone by the end of the gym. Oh, be right back. This is the Tax Mambo guy. Be right back. All right, just got off the phone. That was the Tax Mambo guy. We had some people sign up the other day. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you check out the Tax Mambo app. It basically does all your tax write-offs for you. It's super convenient. I've been loving looking at it because it shows you as you pay for things, all the write-offs come off, and you can go through and categorize them and all that good stuff. So the link is at the top of the description if you guys want to sign up for Tax Mambo. and get your tax write-offs basically automated for you. It's super convenient. But anyways, all right, guys, I saw an article the other day and I did some research on this. I was gonna do a full video on it. I don't know if I want to though, but a lot of people ask me like what stocks they should invest into. And I saw this article about, what's her name? Nancy Pelosi has basically become the stock genie of the world. So, I mean, obviously no corruption here, no insider trading or anything. But she's conveniently put in millions of dollars into specific stocks and been profit, like, she makes, what, 6 figures a year? And somehow she's worth $100 million? So I looked more into the article, right? Right before Joe Biden announced the electric tax incentives and all that stuff for electric cars, she had poured like a couple $1 million into Tesla, right? Of course, conveniently like the week before Joe Biden announces it. On top of that, she put, I believe it was $3.5 million she profited $3.5 million on a Google stock right before they got a no-compete deal with the U.S. military to make headsets for the U.S. military. Right? Like, I don't know. Does anyone else see this blatant corruption? I just don't see how people can actually vote for people like that. It's like she's literally insider trading, and they have to put their stocks out publicly because they work in the government, right? Anyone who works as a politician, I'm not sure exactly what level of politician, but they have to report their stocks. That's something that Barack Obama implemented in, I believe it was 2012 or 14. But, man, this kind of corruption just really bugs me. I gotta be honest. Like, it's like she's just doing it out there for the entire world. And now people are literally just following her stock, or it's not hers, it's her husband's. Same thing, doesn't really matter. Her husband's stock portfolio, and just straight up doing all of the same buys that she does, and they're making tons of money. So I don't know if you guys want to do a little science experiment. Go follow her stock portfolio. I believe, what is the website called? I wanted to write it down. I forgot what it was. Anyways, you can check out their stock portfolio. It's all public information, and man, that is just blatant corruption. But anyways, all right, we're pulling up to the gate right now. Be right back. Gotta check in. I just pulled through the gate. You know this place is rich when there's a freaking private golf course in here. Man, one day I'm going to live in this freaking area. It is so nice. It's called Southern Highlands. But actually right now we are looking for a new place. Unfortunately, this log cabin ranch area that I live in is just a little outdated, you know? Like, there's not very many updates to the house. It's kind of run down. It's pretty expensive. It's cool that we have 1.5 acres, but I don't need 1.5 acres. It's basically just like 1 acre of dirt. So, like, I don't know. I'm kind of paying for all this space that I don't really need. And it gets very dusty. All my equipment is like covered in dust all the time, which isn't cool when you have to frequently clean everything for shows coming up. But anyways, we're looking at this new place. It's by like the Las Vegas airport, kind of a little bit southeast of that or so. It's $3,100 a month for rent for a 4-bedroom. Gotta be honest, the place is sweet though, but they try to tack on an extra $150 for landscaping and pool fees, and I was like, I don't want to pay for that shit. I'll do my own lawn, you know? There's not that many lawns. There's one lawn. I'm like, what am I paying $150 for? Someone to come and check the pool stuff every once in a while? I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. But I try to negotiate everything, so I already negotiated off the $500 cleaning fee they wanted. There's a $500 cleaning fee, and then there's a $100. Come on, scan, bitch. There we go. Double gated community. This place is baller. Check this out. Bam! Double gated community. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be living right there soon. That house. Just kidding. Probably not gonna live in that house anytime soon. but I really want to live in a gated community, but I would not be able to handle the HOAs and stuff. Like, they would not be down for a tramp wall in the backyard or any of that cool kind of stuff. But I want to buy one of these lands up here and build my own house. Then maybe I could build the tramp wall like into the house or something. That'd be sweet, right? Tramp wall built into the house. Anyways, all right, be right back. We're pulling up to this house in 900 feet. You can call me the Nancy Pelosi of DoorDash post tips, because we got a post tip, baby. It was an extra $1.25. Not that big, not that bad, but it is $2 a mile for that order. It was 7 miles for $13.25, basically $2 a mile. I can do math, but anyways, all right. So, gotta drive to the mall, gotta buy my brother a birthday present, and I gotta get a new wallet. Man, I just bought that wallet too. It's so annoying because it was a really nice wallet, it cost 50 bucks. And now I gotta buy a new one. Anyway, so I'm gonna quit complaining and I'm gonna go do my shopping for the day. Thank you guys for coming on another ride along. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos at all. If you do, please consider smashing that like button for me. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and follow me on Instagram. Go to @TannerMarkley. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Go check out my footwear company. We got the new shoes on the way. They're about to get on a ship, and then they'll be here within like, actually, who knows? I don't know. This whole like ship crisis, like all the containers sitting outside the Long Beach port, not a good thing for my shoes, that's for sure. So we're probably gonna ship them some different port. Anyways, so skate shoes will be in soon though. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Drive safe. Make that money. Peace.